Hello YouTube. Today I'll show you my branded Despia deck profile, first place at locals, like a 40 plus man locals. I went 5 rounds undefeated, and yeah, this is what I used. Of course, branded Despia. I do always choose 3 to play 3 Fallen of Albaz. Is the bread and butter of the deck. You need it to activate your branded fusion, and also is a very good normal summon because you can fuse your opponent monsters as well. It's like a super poly. 3 Alubers, searches any branded card you want, and also has a grave effect. When one of your fusion gets destroyed, you get to special this and negate a monster on the field. It doesn't come up much, but yeah, it's good to have. 3 Tragedy. Tragedy synergizes very well with some cards of your deck for branded opening, for example. You can discard this as a cost, or discard this for branded opening and it will trigger. You banish this with your allures and it will trigger again. You send this with your branded fusion and it will trigger, and also when it's in the graveyard and you didn't activate the first effect, you get to banish and add a branded card from your grave to the deck, to your hand, and it's really good. Next, the Libitum, super nice if you go for your branded in red, target this in the graveyard, fuse away your Mirrorjade to make a Chimera, and also you get to special summon Mirrorjade, and Mirrorjade is not hard once per turn, so you get to use your Mirrorjade again. So 1 is all you need. Still the one old man, the Dramaturge. It comes up sometimes, he can put in work, but most of the time I do side him out. So yep, for the branded spells, 3 fusion, not much to say about this card. This is why the deck is good. 3 openings, special summons any Despian in defense position or adds it to your hand, and also is a protection in your graveyard. Do not forget that effect because most of your opponent will. So yeah, 2 branded in red, really thinking of bumping up to 3. It can be a chain block sometimes if you already had the Frightfur the Patchwork and get your poly and another monster, so you just dump a Despia and the chains to make a early Masquerade. Then if you have this and Aluber, you guarantee Aluber will go through if your opponent has not the Ash Blossom, but most of the good players with Ash Blossom your branded fusion and will not wait to Ash your Alubers. But yeah, chain block and also dodges target effects really well, so I might think of bumping this card to 3. Next, for traps, I do play 1 Expulsion. So they banned Snow, so I am playing the Scythe lock with this card. I don't play the Rod Disciples. I opt to play the Scythe. And also, too good not to play the Branded Banishment. Super nice is special summon, and if you want, it's a super poly. Only if you want to. Next, for another engine, we got the Frightfur engine. So 2 chains, 2 poly, and 2 patchwork. So as of lately, I cut it 1 Frightfur patchwork. So now I'm playing the OCG ratio, everything at 2. And yeah, it's fine. It's as you need. I think this is correct. 2 of everything of this engine is correct. You don't need to play 3 patchwork. Next, do still play the Predaplant engine, so the Staysailor, to not banish your Albion if you have Polymerization in hand, to trigger your Albion during the end phase and make like a Dragostapelia. So you send the Staysailor and send from your extra deck the Predaplant monster, and you can banish the Predaplant and the Fallen One Albaz to make the Mirrorjade that way, and leave Albion to your field so you can fuse him away. And if you don't need to do that, then you can send the Blisp from your deck to add a Polymerization if you needed to. So this option is really cool to add a Polymerization. It's like a searchable Polymerization through your branded fusion. Next, one Scythe, as I told you, for the branded explosion to lock my opponent out. I do play 3 hand traps, so this is like 3 free spots that I can put whatever, but I chose this ratio. Tier elements is everywhere, and just 1 ash for rock decks. I know it doesn't make sense as a ratio. I should play 3 Belle or 3 ash, but yeah, this is what I chose to play, and yeah, it went well. 3 super poly. I used to side this and made deck Dark Ruler no more, but I switched it up because the sprite got major hit. So yeah, it's better against tier elements, and any rogue deck in general is super nice. Draw power, we have 3 Allure, and if you combine with Tragedy, you don't minus with this card. You go +2. 1 Callby and 1 Foolish Bear for the 1-ups. And that's it for the main deck. We go to the extra. Extra, 3 Albions. Absolutely. Only most of the time go for Albion. It's super nice fusion summon. It's searches during the end phase. I really like this card. I barely go for the 1 Lubellion. I used to play 2 Lubellion, but yeah, I went to 1 Lubellion because yeah, 1 is all you need. I don't understand people playing 2. Okay, it gets negated. Who cares? You have 3 Albions you can play and banish. Nobody's playing the Lancia anymore, so why not? Next, yeah, 2 Mirrorjade is all you need, and the 1 extra target, the Titaniklad, for the grind games, when you need to activate the effect of Mirrorjade more than 2 or 3 times. And the 1 lonely Predaplant, you never get to summon it, you just dump them with Staysailor and use it for to make Mirrorjade. Next, 2 Masquerades. Okay, so a lot of combo decks around. So tier elements, do like a 2 Masquerade board, and when you're playing a tier elements player, and they'll have a hard time, I'm telling you. Next, the 1 Quaeritis. Never get to summon this card. I always go for Masquerade if I needed to. The 1 Guardian Chimera, of course, is like a power play of the deck. 1 Dragostapelia, super poly target in this meta, and also some end boards you will end on Stapelia and the Mirrorjade. Next, the 1 Garura. If I play the super poly in my main deck, I will place some targets on the extra as well, so I chose to put Garura instead of the Mud Dragon. And last but not least, 2 dark monsters on the field, make Starving Venom. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Hope you enjoy it. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video, but yeah, here it is, your branded Despia first place deck profile.